So I drag this thing in and start taking a look at it. So fuel. Smells pretty old. Unplug that, get it out of the way. I might chuck these grips on real quick. We'll undo these two 8 mils here. Alright. Throttle cables are snapped. Why are the throttle cables even running there? Throttle cables should run up through here. So I have to fix that up as well. The throttle cam looks pretty similar, so it looks like it should work. These throttle cables, the way that they should be ran. So push them back through here, and this is where they should sit. For testing purposes, I'm just going to put these back on for now. Fling's back pretty good there. Get this tank off now, so it's the same as the other one. There we go. Got an inline filter in there, which is good. And then the 8mm tank bolt that holds it on. Nothing. Alright. Slip the tank off. You can hear hydraulic clutch is working. Could probably be adjusted out a little bit or bled, but it sounds like it's working pretty good. Front brake, not really, so I could adjust that out a little bit. If I adjusted that, honestly, it would probably work fine. We'll adjust this out a touch. Yeah, that feels good. Bleed it. I'll still bleed it anyway. Back in here. Yeah, feels fine. Works good. So we can see in there, it's half full with oil, or it's halfway up the sight glass. So it has near enough oil, but it looks very dark. So it's due for an oil change, that's for sure. I'll get this gear lever out of the way. What's going on there? Wow. Alright, we'll get this pre-filter out and have a look at it. Do this oil drain bolt, there we go. Fair bit of clutch on there, but it's not too bad. I've got everything lined back up. I've got the battery charged. I've cleaned out the fuel system. I've bled the clutch, new gear lever on there, new oil filter, fresh oil. I've bled the front brake. Throttle cables are working good. I haven't got to start it up yet. This will be my first start up to see how it's running. Pull out the idle up. Prime the fuel system, and let's see what happens. Well, it's running, so that's a good start. It's idling a bit too low, so I might have to adjust that a touch. okay now. I'll give it a run for maybe 20 minutes around here, then drop the oil again, see what it looks like. It needs this exhaust fixed up still, so it's probably not very good with back pressure here. It's going to be sounding a little bit rough, probably not running how it should until I get the exhaust fixed, either fixed or get a new one. And then you get this rear brake led a little bit. It's not too bad, to be honest. It's still working, I guess, but it's pretty spongy, so we'll bleed that before we take it for a spin. Obviously it still needs a good cleanup, and before anyone calls me out on it, yes, I still need to oil the air filter. There's a couple of things that just are a bit floppy on it, but again, like I said, it's actually not too bad. It doesn't drop coolant. It's got, I'll quickly check that the coolant is still up. Yep, plenty in there, so that's good to take for a quick test ride. So I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to take it for a quick test ride as it is before I go any further, just to make sure the clutch works, runs through all the gears and everything like that. And then it needs a lot more work done before it's ready to go. I just quickly adjusted that clutch a little bit more. It wasn't pulling in enough, so take it for a quick spin. Still cold, so we'll bump the idle up. Alright, that's a good start, isn't it? So it's got first gear, it's got second gear. Like I said, I'm not going to get up it because that rear tyre is very bald and I don't want to crash again, thanks. I'm good. Back to first, second, third, fourth, I don't know if there's a fourth or fifth, yeah. All gears work. Very slippery. So quickly back on with the Husky 450. It's been about a week and I've got the header pipe back. Shout out to Les at Fat Pipes for quickly welding it up for me for free, which was awesome. So that helps me out a lot. But yeah, we'll chuck it back on now and then start her up. The first thing is just hooking these two exhaust springs in. Sit the header in. Line them up at that end, line it up on there, and pull the springs on. There's the springs. There we go. There's the one spring at the back here to hold them together. Do these two 8mm up. Finish doing this 10mm up. There we go. Last thing is putting this plastic back on here. There we go. It should just push on there. There we go. This little 8mm there. I pulled the aqua pipe off. It's over there. I've got two now. Now I've put the stock one back on, so it won't be as loud. It's got the two tyres on there now. Might need to tighten this chain up a touch. It's fresh air filter. It's got the grips on. Earlier on I bled the clutch and it should be sweet to go now. So I'll push her out. Hasn't been started in a week or two, so hopefully it starts right up. So I'll pull the fast idle out, prime the fuel pump, start her up. Sounds okay. Doesn't sound like any odd knocking, just sounds like a cold 450 really. It's got a fair bit of clutch sound, so most of that is clutch chatter. You can hear the difference. So that's clutch out, clutch in, clutch out, clutch in, Most of that's clutch chatter. Take it out for the first ride with some half decent tyres on here and a working exhaust and see how it goes. I can hear the chain slopping around a bit too much for my liking, so I might tighten the chain up before it comes off and wrecks the cases. Let's see what PSI these tyres are at. I think they were a bit too hard. It felt a bit too hard anyway. Ha! Whoa. What? That's crazy. Yeah, they were a bit too hard. What the hell? To when the tyres got put on. Sheesh. Those tubes were just hanging on for dear life. The rear tyres at 40 psi as well. Whoa, that's crazy. And I'll quickly tension this chain up a bit better, just so it's not flopping around so much. Don't really want it to fall off. Alright, so we'll undo the lock nut. It's at 13. Get that off there. And then wind the bolt back a bit. We have, it's pretty good there. I'll have that first notch halfway on the first notch on the swing arm, I guess. So, yeah, that's pretty good. By the time it takes my weight, that'll get a bit more of the slack out of it, so that's pretty good right there. Alright, so now those tyres are at 13 psi, not 40, which is crazy. Chain is tightened up. Should be good to go. Starts up pretty good. Motor honestly doesn't sound bad at all. It doesn't stall out when you chuck into gear. So, we'll see how it goes. Got some pretty good power behind it. We're in second gear. Cut it tight. Yeah, goes pretty good, really. Not bad at all. Let's give it a quick clean off. Make it look fresh, then get some photos of a